Hello, everybody, and welcome back. I'm Robin the Enerjack without a C. And hey, guess what? It's Resident Evil time. So, what did we do last time? We did so much with our boy Chris, who is one big drama queen. He got poisoned once and fell down about it and cried. Rebecca learned how to play the piano. Richard died. Oh. You having trouble hearing me? Let's see. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. Just keep me posted. I want to try and make sure that my audio is going to be above the game audio. Hopefully this works out. We'll have a better opportunity here in just a second. In the darkness lies your fears. Hell yeah. Thank you for letting me know. I always appreciate people letting me know if they can hear everything okay. So never be afraid of, like, chiming in with that. Yeah, we went through the Aqua Ring. We pretty much scoured this whole area. So we are kind of good to go. And we got the helmet key. So we're going to be able to go back to the mansion. Which is pretty great. So, how is everybody today? Hopefully you're doing well. I myself had to catch a nap in the middle of the day. Oh, and that actually reminds me, I got meds. Sorry, I'm on an antibiotic. I'm on some penicillin, baby. And it's a 6-hour routine. Hey, here's a bit of advice from me to you. If your doc says, finish your antibiotics, do it. That's it. That's the advice. Yeah, today's a good nap day. You and me, Rose, one of our roommates.
If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Krista, Brad, can you hear me? Brad!
You gotta eat the whole thing.
Damn.
You gotta eat the eggs. Alright, so now we just gotta make our way back. I want to pick up this red herb. Just because. Yeah, cat. I'm really bad at naps. I have chronic insomnia, which is not me complaining. It's just kind of a fact. I've had it since I was 10. Like, I don't sleep on my own, which is a fun, disturbing fact. But what it basically means is I have to spend a lot of time, like, really understanding how I sleep. And it means naps don't really work very well. So the best time for me to nap is when I get, like, 3 hours of sleep in a night. Which thankfully happens. Thankfully? Listen, whatever. Oh, don't poison me with your snakes. And we're poisoned. Great. Cool youth doc. Oh yeah, I've been playing the new Mortal Kombat. You know what else you should really finish, though? God damn. Unfortunately, it's very good. It's raining snakes. Hallelujah, it's raining snakes. Oh God, snakes! Okay. It's fine. It's fine. The thing is, it's fine. Because we have a blue herb right here. And we'll be able to mix, for the first time, a red, blue, and green. I'm going to hold on to it, however, which might seem unwise. But shut up. Anyway, we're going back to the mansion. We're picking up the middle object. I don't think we're going back to this whole area. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's pick up as much as we can here. At least the shotgun shells and the stun grenades. Oh, hey. Use this to protect yourself from that monster in chains that can't be hurt by guns. I also fixed the doorknob to make sure you can get away. Wesker. Wow, that Wesker. he sure is helpful and not at all got like some weird stuff going on under the hood. Just a great guy, you know? Surely won't turn on us in any meaningful way. We're going to grab this. Wait a minute. No, we're not. We still have some stuff to do before we grab it. Love how he keeps wearing sunglasses indoors. Super trustworthy. I mean, he wears his sunglasses at night. Don't mess with a guy in the shades. Oh, no. All right, so we have the helmet key. What does this mean? It means that we have access to a few areas that we didn't before. We have the first floor. We can now access this area, so we can get all sorts of little goodies here. I believe we can also access this room, which I believe has one of the gemstones that we need for the tiger room, which is right here. Let's see, and one other door over here. So our goal right now is to make sure that we tackle all 4 of these doors. And I believe there is another door right here that also uses the helmet key. So we're going to start out by getting through the art room and hitting this area. So let's go. In a poorly lit mansion, might as well be super. I don't know. Maybe he's got a little extra beef. Who knows? But I kind of doubt it. Like, you look at him, he's probably not got a lot going on under the hood, right? Just a regular, normal, average human being. With nothing at all physically noteworthy about this man. I'm gonna be honest, like, part of the map making I have been doing has been becoming less and less important. Like, I didn't take notes throughout the entire courtyard or the Octo Ring or the guardhouse because everything is so tightly knit that I was able to make it work, which I'm really kind of proud of, if I'm being perfectly honest. And now we get to just, like, jam through the rest of the mansion. And we're going to be able to do a lot today, which I'm really excited about. Let's see. Painting of the mansion, in the back of the art room, etc., etc. So we've been here. Could this be a telescope? Looks to be pretty old. I hate that all I want in life for myself right now is opportunities to do 90s style video game voice acting for indie games. So if anybody has a lead on that, I would love to get on the ground floor for your 90s throwback game with bad voice acting. Oh, hi. Hey, sit. Sit! Okay, we're good. Anyway, you're dead. If I ever get a budget. I would love to. Okay, now this jewelry box requires one of the gemstones that we can pick up a bit later. Hey, if you're making a game with bad voice acting, need someone with an inexplicable accent, I am fucking game. That's good shit right there. Okay, so we've got ink ribbons out the ass. We don't need all these frickin' ink ribbons. God, so many gigantic ass portraits. I love it. Okay, so now, I need to get my files set up so that I can actually see what I'm doing properly. No, there we go. Yeah, okay. And I need to start marking off some doors that we've been accessing. So, boop. Oh, wait, that's a... Sorry, there's a lot going on behind closed doors here. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh, Illbleed. I would love to be part of an Illbleed send-up. I would do it so good. I'd do it so good. You don't even know. Let's see. We'll head to the item room. We'll be able to pick up one of the gemstones. But more importantly, we'll be able to drop some stuff drop some stuff off that we no longer need. I'm also kind of thinking about my first little game project that I want to make, because I'm itching. What's your brainless wooden doll voice? Oh my god. Doing that on command would be difficult. Because unfortunately, my brainless wooden doll voice would just be a series of, like, ball-peen hammers on wooden blocks. Like a dull xylophone. Assembled like a Banjo-Kazooie character. Oh, hey. No longer treating Richard. Okay, we need to... yeah, let's get our shotgun ammo out of the way. Okay. And, let's see. Let's go without our first aid spray. And we're going to go around the corner and head into the tiger room. No. No, we're not. What we're going to do is actually go upstairs. Yeah, I think like a brainless wooden doll would like have a little bit of post-processing effect to add just a bit of a hollow noise. And any doll that's like brainless and weird and so forth is always going to be very hollow, very wooden. Don't even worry about it. It's all good, friend. Oh, hey, let's get a note. We don't need that. We know what all these things are. Okay, so the thing about this one is that we kind of have to trick the statue. Once he locks in on a certain position, we can not access what he's looking at. Okay, we're going to let that sit for a second. And we are going to go under him. And as best we can, yeah, take it out. Okay. And we're good. All right. And now we can examine this. Now, the tiger's eye requires that we use the red gemstone. No, yellow gemstone. And this one requires the red, which pops all these bad boys out. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to carefully plop everything into place. Now, we'll set that one aside, because I don't think I know where that one's going to go exactly. And I think this might go here. And we're going to, again, snugly fit it up against the wall of this little puddle. And look at that. Now we have everything kind of in place. That's great. Oh, man. I solved that so good. Look at that. There's a brooch inside. Changed into a key. Let's see. key's design was an emblem of the Spencer family whose history is as old as Raccoon City. And we already know where we go. That is on the first floor right over here. We can go through the courtyard. No, wait, the graveyard into the art room and through there where there is undoubtedly a hunter. But with that, we can now pop out of here. And do we have an extra bit of room? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Oh, I love it. So we're going to take the shotgun shells because I want them. We're now going to, I forget. I think this area. Oh, Marty. You know what? I forgot to put your bed back. Whenever we have co-op stuff or whenever we're hanging out with Lark, I try to make sure that we have enough space for all of their stuff. But that sometimes means that Marnie doesn't get access to her bed. Yeah, come on. There you go. There's my kitty. Friend of the channel. Monica Maleficent Marie Moo. Not a full name, but it's most of the way there. Okay. Hey, back off. You might be a friend of a channel, but you don't get to just like pop in front of the keyboard. You can't play Resident Evil. Oh god. Oh god, you know what? That's right. I'm not gonna fight this guy yet. Instead, Marnie, there is a hunter. You cannot be in front of me trying to deal with this. I'm sorry. Let her play, coach. Let her play. Put her in. No. Absolutely not. So we can combine all our shotgun shells, and we're going to make use of the assault shotgun because these guys are going to be absolute turd nuggets. So let's go play and deal with these guys properly. Probably going to round corner. Hey! Hey, bud. Oh, yes! Goodbye. Oh my god, that was close. I did not know where it was coming from. I just knew it was coming. You have like a very brief moment to react because those guys are fast. When we start playing Resident Evil 2 and 3, that's going to get really nasty. Ugh. Anyway, we completed the Taiga. Hell yeah. And now we have the MO disc. We're going to drop this MO disc back off at the item room before we head up to the 3rd floor. So let's see. I'm going to go back through here. And my goal is to get through every use of the helmet key that we possibly can. Which I think is smart. I think that's a good idea. Let's pop that in there. Oh, and also, we only have one use for the Spencer key, so it may also pay off to go straight to the East Wing once we're done there. Like, one of the ways that I kind of focus on how I play is I try to make sure to use up the keys as quickly as possible. Because, again, they just get rid of the keys once you're done with them. So why not? So a pro tip from me to you. Use those keys as much as humanly possible. One day, I will get to the bottom of why I keep doing that voice. By default. That King Candy voice. Maybe I just really like Alan Tudyk, and I want him to notice me. I think that's actually a perfectly reasonable feeling. All right. It's just a good voice is like my big problem. Oh hey, it's our guy, our big sneaky man. Nope. Ow, dude. Very uncool. Yeah, well, screw you. Had an ugly thought. What if you open a door to your house with your key and suddenly a message showed up telling you you no longer need this key, discard it? Oh god. That's a good way to frighten somebody, I think. Eagle of South, Wolf of North. I think if I saw that, I just would leave. I think I would just leave. Metal was hidden inside the book. Medal of Wolf. Okay, we're gonna hold on to that then. Hi, Lindsay. Welcome. Oh god, you know what? Lindsay, your very appearance just reminded me that the Metal Gear Solid Collection is coming out on October 24th. And my game purchases for the month are in a specific way that I'm not buying as much as I thought I would. So I might actually get around to playing Metal Gear Solid. So I'm going to try and arrange the schedule because, oh my god, I need to play Metal Gear Solid. I need to is the problem. The problem is I really need to. And, sounds like a solid plan. Time to find out once for all if it's a surveillance camera. You know? Ow! Ow! Stop that. Oh, he's just dead now. He's gone. Okay, cool. Let's get downstairs and head to the East Wing, and we're going to do so by going through this way. Sorry we were shitposting so hard you got a right hook to the face. I probably deserved it if we're being completely honest. But yeah, I found myself getting... Okay, can I have an opportunity to complain about something. And I hope people have my back on this one because it really... Like, when I read this, like, my soul left my body for the briefest of moments. You deserve a right kiss on the cheek. Thank you. I was looking up when the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection would come out. I was kind of like hemming and hawing over whether I would get it. But now that money is good for me right now, $20 per Metal Gear plus a couple of MSX ones, good deal. And I looked it up on Google, and the first article that showed up was Metal Gear Solid Master Collection is coming out, but it has a major downside. And I kind of like felt very... Like, I had this feeling of dread because the downsides for me when I first think about, like, oh, what does the Metal Gear Solid Collection contain? Like, my first thought is, okay, so we're not getting the subsistence stuff. We're just getting the base game stuff, right? That's what you mean. We're not getting, like, the big, huge MGS2 version. We're not getting the big, huge MGS3 version. Later releases of the games in the HD collection would
Rebecca,
cut
is she
various
upstairs?
modes. Ooh. Up these stairs. How do we get upstairs? I guess we gotta go rescue her as quickly as humanly possible. Downside, they made Ocelot straight. Oh, please don't even joke about that. Besides, they couldn't if they tried. It's baked in. But like, say Metal Gear Solid from Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence was eventually cut from later releases. The the skateboarding minigame was also cut from like Substance HD collection. And I was like, okay, what could it possibly be? What could be this huge downside that has these people so scared? I read it, and it turns out, and I need you all to brace yourself and clutch your pearls in anticipation. Metal Gear Solid 1 only runs at 30 frames a second. Not even at 4K. That's it. That's the downside. People were so upset. There are a bunch of articles talking about like, oh my god, these games don't work at 4K. And not every single game in the collection runs at 60 frames a second. 2 and 3 do. But 1, oh my god. I got so freaking pissed at these people. I was ready to throw something. Because, A, do you know how games were programmed prior to the PS3? Where everything was frame rate dependent? If you tried to run Metal Gear Solid at 60 frames a second, everything in the game would run faster. To the point where it becomes unplayable. It's awful. A slightly better drawback I heard is that the Metal Gear ports come from a Japanese mobile port of those games rather than the original MSX ones, and a friend told me those mobile ports suck a bit. As much as that kind of sucks, I don't mind that one quite as much. Like, it's the MSX. Like, that's going to be hard to get right anyway. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Like, if I read that, I'll be like, man, that really stinks. I hope they update it and make sure they run better than they normally would. That would be great. I would love that. But I was very much in the space where I was just ready to throw something at somebody when I read that article. I was... Remedy Entertainment, the developers of Max Payne and Control and Alan Wake 2 is coming out not too long from now, in fact, kind of came out recently and said, hey, you know what? This whole obsession with frame rate and resolution is getting to be too much. Could we not? Could we just kind of scale it back? Like, I know we have a technical powerhouse game coming out and it looks fan-frickin-tastic, but could we not do this? And they're right. Oh my god. Okay. So, we've got our first cat pick for the day. Anyway, that's what I clutched my pearls over. And here is the salve. Look at that. Look at that beautiful creature. That majestic beast. That nasty little freakish pervert cat. Love it. Wedge herself in there under the pull-up bar. As well she should. Hey! Spider! Oh, we're running low on health. So we're going to have to be careful as we get around these things. I think we have another one coming up. Behind us, maybe? Ooh. Ow. I love cats. Marnie has been, thankfully, very good lately. Just extra cuddly. Same with Sam. We've both been just really solid grade A cats. Okay, are you done gooing yourself? Ow. Damn it, I'm poisoned. Damn it. Ugh. Cat report card, A+. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and for those of you curious, I also made sure that we locked in some games that we'll be playing in the future. I don't know exactly when. I'm hoping they'll be... I'm going to try and arrange the schedule to be kind of nice, you know? Because I think we're definitely going to play, like, Broken Sword, Siberia, Return of the Obra Dinn, stuff like that. And I'm going to be working on the spreadsheet tonight to ensure that everything looks good. Yeah. I'm trying to set it up. I know there's handgun ammo. I'm passing on it for now because I want to see what else we can grab, but I'm trying to add in more detective and murder games. The power supply appears to be functioning again. Hell yes. Because I have had this itch for detective and mystery games. I've had this itch for adventure games, like classic adventure games that I haven't had scratched in a while. And we have had some incredible... Oh my god. Dude. Okay. Cool. That worked. Okay, I need to go back in there. But I need a breather. Okay. Can't wait for the 100% all endings run. If I have no mouth, then I must scream. Listen, I want to do that, actually. I do want to play that. Look at me go! Okay. Let's reload real quick, because I can't remember if the zombie on the floor here actually gets up. But yeah, I want to play more of those kinds of games. And I'm really excited about that because there are a bunch of games like Heavenly Vault. I want to eventually play Chants of Sinar when we're a little bit outside of the window of its release. I want to play some slower, more thoughtful games because I've been playing a ton of beat 'em ups. They've been a lot of fun, but I've been playing a ton of them, and I could do with a change of pace. Dude. Oh, hey there. Die. Skate or die. Die, 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 die. Okay. We were hurting. And we do not have enough room to deal with this. Okay, we're fine now. Okay, let's go back and... Oh. Okay. So there are 2 doors. Here we go. But yeah, there are a bunch of older games that I've been wanting to play and a bunch of weirder ones to play that I have been really craving. That one's intense. Love to become a flesh homunculus. Yeah. I mean, that's what's exciting. Okay, so now we have a battery, and I think we're close enough that we can drop some stuff off. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop some stuff off. I think we can get rid of the metals for now. I don't remember where they get used. In fact, let's take a look at what all these locked doors look like. Okay. So if we go through here, yeah. Love to have the guy who wrote the story screaming at the top of his lungs about how much he fucking hates you. I mean, that's kind of the dream for any author, I think, is to be able to yell at their audience. I think Hideaki Anno has been wanting to do that for years. I don't know if people understand where I'm coming from with that. And if you don't, watch Neon Genesis Evangelion with the idea that the whole thing is trying to take the piss out of people and also trying to make a point about how we're the weirdos for making the kinds of stories that necessitate Evangelion. It's good stuff. I genuinely love that. It's just also, oh, that man's got some anger in his veins. And I appreciate it. So we've got a battery. This will be handy in the courtyard. We'll be able to access a waterfall. I don't think we'll need much else for the time being, but we are going to take a safety day. Because we're doing well. We're actually doing exceptionally well given the time. I don't know how far we'll get in this playthrough, but we're definitely going to get far enough that we're going to get, like, we're going to have the question of how much we're going to play tonight versus Thursday. Wait a minute. I want to keep the battery. Give me the battery. Give me the... Okay, there we go. Oh, I have another door I can mark off. Boop. 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 Okay. Excellent. So let's go back where we were. We have to go upstairs. Upsy-stairsy. Yeah, a lot of the ending of Evangelion, some versions of it, included hate mail that the team got for, I think, the first movie. Or the first movie contained hate mail they got for the end of the TV run. I forget. The characters themselves, like Rei and Asuka, were deliberately built off of common stereotypes in anime. That he was kind of lampooning and trying to go, why do you love this? Why do you enjoy this? Why are you not, like, examining your enjoyment of this in a more critical way, you know? And, oh, you know what? I've been in there. I don't need to go there. Cool. So let's get the frick out of here. And he accidentally created evolved stereotypes and archetypes and tropes. So it's one of those, like, things where he did the thing so well that he accidentally created an even more powerful, less ignorable problem. But Anno is a consummate professional and has continued making all sorts of stuff and continues to have, like, such an eye for visuals. I'm glad that he didn't let that kind of kill his interest in making stuff. You know, another great game that absolutely hates its players? Danganronpa V3. Anyway. I mean that with all the love in my heart. Okay, so where do we need to go? We need to go to... You gotta get the Danganronpa mention. I do want to play all 4 of those games. And yes, I'm saying 4. I know there's 1, 2, and V3. Ultra Despair Girls counts. I will fight you. I will fight anyone who dares to exclude... Put Ultra Despair Girls on the Switch, you cowards. Remaster Ultra Despair Girls. I'm so brave for saying this. You're right. I'm not even looking at the chat. Screw it. Okay, I think we just go out here. I have not needed my map. I have done just enough that I never have to really deal with it. Jesus. And that's why Kazutada Kodaka and Hideo Kojima need to kiss. I mean, collaborate. I mean, Kojima has a lot of people he needs to collaborate with his mouth. They hate you because you speak the truth. It's true. Chick Tracks had it right. Not a statement I will say very often, I assure you. Oh, we do need one thing, actually. We need a hand crank. Let's see. What's the nearest place we can get our crank? We need to crank it. It is vital, imperative, that we have everything we need to crank it at the lake. And I forgot that item. I forgot the one thing we needed because I'm a fool. I'm very smart and sexy and handsome and cool in all things except in the fact that I forgot to get the crank. Stand back, everyone. I'm beginning to crank. Okay. I hate going the way I'm about to go. But it's how we have to do it. Ugh. So we're coming up on the... We're at the midway point of the month. Is there anything anybody's looking forward to playing? Because, I got a couple of things I'm excited to play. I'm actually really eager for Sonic Superstars. There's some people in the house who have been wanting to play it. It looks like good, stupid, weird fun. And Super Mario Wonder is also coming out. I was really looking forward to East 10 Nordics, but I don't know when the English release is going to be. So I'm hurting. I want my East to come back from the war. I got so excited, and then I realized I was getting excited for the Japanese release. So Duolingo needs to hurry up and teach me. Like a Dragon Gaiden in November. November! Oh, I gotta catch up. I have a game of Yakuza 7 I'm working on. I think I can get through my first playthrough in a short amount of time. Tomorrow there's a rather large Halloween update for Warframe. They're reworking a really old frame and adding a lot of QL. Ooh, maybe it'll be a good time for me to jump in. Hey, Pan Alpha. Yeah, Resident Evil. Otherwise, I have not been paying attention to new games. Yeah. Void Stranger is really, really alright. Yeah, I'm too stupid for Void Stranger, but Void Stranger rules. I actually got just completely stumped on the game. It is one of those games that, like, logic puzzles tend to mess me up. Which is really unfortunate because I love those games. And Void Stranger is really good. Mostly waiting for the Slay the Princess's full game in 3 days. That's right, we're going to be playing the demo to get people hyped for it. Ah, you're still doing the block puzzle. I'm assuming that, like, there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in that game. I won't spoil things beyond that. Yeah, like block puzzles. There are a couple of games that I've been wanting to get good at that I've been terrible at. Void Stranger kind of fits in that space. Wilmot's Warehouse. Let's see. Baba Is You. And pretty much everything from the World of Goo developers. Tomorrow Corporation. After Little Inferno, when they started getting into logic games and math games, I have never been able to beat one since. Like, I am... Oh, wait, I don't need to use the crank yet. Okay, so we're going to skip the cutscene for this. Yeah, Baba Is You gets real hard. I can get most of the way through that game. And then I just have to stop. it just, that game hurts my brain. Um, so I think I need to find some people who are playing Void Stranger as well, and do some like book club playing, because it's a really good game, fantastic. Like that developer, it has a knack for, I don't even know how to put it. They have a knack for creating a holistic experience that is honestly unparalleled. They're just a little indie developer of like two guys from Northern Europe, and they just managed to nail the feeling of like creating an experience that feels holistic and interconnected, where every little bit counts and matters and all that goodness. Like, it's just, I've been playing a lot of Zero Ranger, which is very hard, and I also can't beat it for completely different reasons. I can only tolerate feeling that stupid for like 5-minute increments. Oh, I feel that. God. Like, that's the feeling that I feel deeply. Zero Ranger is so good. There's this point in which the game does something that for most people would utterly piss them off, and for me, I just think is like bold, brassy, and genius. And I have hit that point like 5 times, and I can't beat it. Eventually, you have to 1cc it. Yeah, it's possible. It's one of the easier bullet hells, but oof, that's not saying much. Talos Principle 2 in November, yes! That's from Crow Team, the developers of Serious Sam, and Talos Principle 1 was one of my all-time favorite puzzle games. And I cannot wait for the sequel. I am so excited. Like, it's... By this point, it's not even a knock against AAA. Just indie games and smaller games and games from, like, weirder developers have, like, hit something in my brain that I am not getting anywhere else. And it just makes me really excited. So unbearably excited. Okay, I need to pop this out. Let's see. I'm arranging my files just a little bit, because I don't remember what section of my maps I would actually need to pull up. I think the courtyard. There we go. Okay, this works. Yeah, alright. You could say it. They're just better. They kind of are. Especially by this point. AAA has kind of reached this point where there are games I'm definitely excited for, don't get me wrong. But, like, yeah, of course I'm excited for Spider-Man 2. I was a big fan of the first one. I played it twice. I played Miles Morales. That's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to that. I've been having a lot of fun with a bunch of other AAA games, like Mortal Kombat 1 and so forth. But it has been hitting the point where consistently AAA stuff just doesn't hit for me. Because they're not weird enough. They don't, like... I've mentioned it before. I really like the story of God of War and Ragnarok, the reboots. I think they are fantastic. They have amazing performances. The gameplay, don't care for. Just do not... Like, I don't think it's bad, but it doesn't grab me. So there are things about that that can only happen because of AAA. They have all this motion capture tech. They have, like, polygon count to make people cry. Rigging that is so labyrinthine and wild that you can just do all sorts of wild stuff. And it makes a lot of emotional moments hit really well. But the game, not that fun to play. A little too long. And it's been weird being in that point because I have been a big dev whore for so many years. And I still kind of am. I still pay attention. I still want to get stuff, but there aren't a lot of major franchises. Like after Final Fantasy 16, I had to sit and go, I don't think Final Fantasy is what satisfies me anymore. Not really for me. Like they are moving in a direction that doesn't feel right. And God, Ghost Trick. Oh God, talk about one of my favorite games of this year. And it's a port, a remaster of an older game.
Enrico!
Don't come any closer, Chris.
What happened?
Double crosser.
Oh.
Enrico, wait. Enrico!
Umbrella.
Enrico!
I don't need an umbrella.
Double crosser?
Not even raining. It is a bit wet, though. Anyway, who was that? Probably nothing. Killed him with just one shot. Who could it be? Wait, he's holding something. Yes, we'll take the crank. Yeah, Ghost Trick is one of those games that... Okay, there was this kind of meme going around for a bit. Or I guess maybe not a meme, but like this vibe about Ghost Trick that has been pretty consistent about like anyone who really loves Ghost Trick doesn't tell you a thing about it, right? They're just like, go in blind. Don't do anything. Do not even like look up what it's about because you will only ruin the experience for yourself. They're right. I went in almost completely blind, having only played the first couple of sections on the DS. And by the end of that game, I was so over the moon about my time with it that I don't know. It became one of my all-time favorites. It's Shu Takumi, the developer, the creator of the Ace Attorney series, all the best ones. But like, yeah, the twists are just so good that you have to experience them yourself. And it's also one of those games where you really can't say much about it without spoiling it because like all you know is you're a guy who's dead and you have to figure out who murdered you. That's the setup of the game. That's the basic premise. And then it just spins and twists and coils in all sorts of different directions in ways that you really can't predict, and it's not really worth prepping anyone for. Like that, it's just how it is, and it's just so good as a result. And you can beat it in like 6 hours, and it is one of the most substantially satisfying 6 hours I've had in a game in a long time. So yeah, that's my Ghost Trick evangelism. Please go play Ghost Trick. I played it on Switch, but honestly, any version you can get your hands on will probably be fine. Just leave yourself a weekend and like break it up into like, you know, a couple of 2-hour sessions, three-hour sessions, that sort of thing, and you'll have a great time. I guarantee it. Ugh, I want to play it again. But I know what happens! Anyway, here's a big snake. Yeah! God. So my roommates went out to a big exotic pet expo this past weekend. They got themselves a new snake, of course. But there were also bugs, like spiders and so forth. And don't worry, I'm not going to get into like any huge detail. I'm not going to like overwhelm people. But one of the things that like Lark brought up for me was, hey, there are like you can get like tarantulas and mantises. And talking about something as like something I personally would do. And I started thinking about it. Like, I was kind of surprised that, like, when it was brought up, I was starting to get to the point where I was like, I could do that, actually. And I'm not, like, an exotic pet person. I have a cat. I have 2 cats. That's good enough for me. I can borrow my roommate's 2 dogs. One really huge size of a small horse one, and one tiny little yip yip. Who are both great. They're both great little puppers. But I started thinking about the possibility of like, what if I had a little terrarium with a tiny little creature? And it started getting appealing for me. And I've never really experienced that sort of thing before. I've never really considered myself an exotic pet person. But the new snake we have now, the new ball python, who's only about 6 weeks old, is adorable and actually made me fall in love with the snake. And B, oh, hi. Damn it. I was trying to grab a drink. Oh, no. My mouth. Oh, unfortunately, I really enjoyed that. What? The door is locked and won't open. Oh, okay, fine. Damn, okay. Will you set the flamethrower? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Not to derail the game chat, but I just need to do one tiny whine about the documentation and bureaucracy crap I have to do this week, and here it is. Whine. I'm glad you felt comfortable enough to do so. I know the details are something you don't necessarily want to divulge too deeply. I appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna pop this bad boy back in. Goodbye, night. Wine. Wine. Oh, God. Okay, so we'll leave the flamethrower there for now. We'll trade it with the broken flamethrower a bit later. Wine. Yeah, game dev is hard. Game dev is very hard, and anyone who is in game dev and doesn't develop some sort of drinking problem, has my respect. Not even factoring crunch. Halloween. Which I'm almost out of Knob Creek. Ooh, get yourself some more. Do it. Get nasty with it. Okay, so we got to turn this a specific way, I believe. I want to check over here real quick. Okay, yeah, we're good. Because while there is this big boulder here, we're not really going to worry about it until we get this thing turned all the way to the left. Oh no! It's fine now. Anyway, let's go see what it left. I will take the first aid box. It's been a week-long process to generate one list of stuff you need to get outsourcers to do. Oh, yeah. Contract work. Outside studios. outsourcing is a very interesting process depending on where you get that help. Okay. So, what I need to do is I need to push this out. Today I learned that Confluence will not correctly export that list as a PDF. So I have to remake the list in Google Docs. Oof. That's, not fun. But also kind of the nature of these sort of things. I know a lot of people who have to work with like outside clients on various programs, various like oftentimes legal stuff, and it can be a bit of a nightmare. Okay, come on. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, let's see if just pushing it the other direction will get it to turn around. Nope, but it will turn us around if we're not careful. Well, I pray that your document transference is as painless as it can possibly be given the circumstances. I will light some incense in your honor tonight. By the end of the week, it will not be a problem anymore because my brain is so big. It is! You're very smart and sexy, handsome, and cool. We all know this about you. I think before I make any other merch, I'm just going to make a shirt for this challenge that says sexy, handsome, and cool at video games. I think that's just what we deserve. I want that on a hat. Ooh, yeah. I can do a hat. I'm not good at wearing hats, but I can do a hat. I'll wear it to all Zoom calls. Yes! Oh, that's very good. I'll bear that in mind. But I think that would be a lot of fun. I think that would be a treat. Wear it on top of the fish fear me hat. Very good. Women want me, games fear me. If only. Let's see. So we're doing well so far. Now we have to go back to the northeastern area. Again, we're doing amazingly well given the circumstances. But we still need that broken flamethrower, which I don't know where that's going to be. I think that's going to be one of those items that we will eventually be able to access. Cool, smart, sexy, good at fishing minigames. And it's just a picture of Big the Cat in the background. Let's see. Okay, we're going into the other room. We're going to have a gun at the ready. No one's going to hurt us. Having a good time. Having a good time. So I think we got to go this way. There we go. So I do like the idea of making merch that people can wear even if they don't really follow the scene. The stuff that's just good and stupid. Okay, I think this is 4231. Which button will you press? 4. Which button will you... 2. Which button will... Which... Yay! Very nice. Oh, we're doing so good. Look at that. It's here for us now. Normally we have Barry here. But Barry's off doing his own thing. Not causing problems for anyone, not being manipulated by shadowy forces. at all. Just living a good life where nothing bad is happening to him. And I like that for him. So we've got an item box without a save thing. I don't think we need the crank, but I'm gonna kind of hold on to it for just a little bit. Do we need to hold on to the first aid? I think... Let's go ahead and just use it. If I'm not mistaken, this will be where the other elevator crane is going to be. We'll push a box and put it into here. Just wanted to double check that because if I put eyes on it, it's going to help me memorize what I need to do better. But now we get to go in. Yeah. Now, I believe this is a cave where we normally run into Lisa. Yep. Oh, hi. You're already here. Goodbye. So we're just gonna run as fast as we can. Oh, there we go. And pop out in. Lisa's not too bad to mess with. While she can be very dogged in her pursuit, she takes her time, which I respect. You know, she doesn't have to be everywhere right now. I don't want the magnum rounds. Like, I do, but I don't. We'll take the flash grenade. If I have enough room on the way back, I would definitely... You know what? I think I do have room. I should be able to get this on the crane, on the conveyor, on the hickety-doo-dah. And then I can just start that up. The material has to be placed correctly. How much more correctly do you want? Okay, that much more correctly. Okay, I see. I getcha. I figured you out. You didn't think I figured you out, but I figured you out. You don't need to dink around with this anymore. Still my favorite line in this whole game. We may not have Jill Sandwich. We may not have Master of Lockpicking. But we do have, you don't need to dink around with this anymore. How could you not love that line? All right, so with that done, we'll be heading back to the elevator while avoiding Lisa because, ma'am, I would love to sit down and have a chat with you. I really would. You've got a lot going on. You need somebody to talk to. I'm not it. I'm sorry. I hope you'll understand. Avoiding Lisa because girls are icky. Things I will never say for 5,000. Okay. Do I have other magnum ammo? I don't think I do. Well, let's double check because I want to make sure we consolidate as much as we can. And it looks like no. So I guess we go here. And we get to pop our handgun ammo, which is steadily growing. Oh. I just kind of mashed A in preparation for the ladder and found handgun ammo that I could not see. Gotta get away from those zombie cooties. How could you not want to smooth from that adorable, weird zombie lady? It's the kiss so nice, you feel it twice. She just has to put on her face, that's all. Let's drop this down. Let's crush it. I've been watching a bunch of TikToks that's just hydraulic presses. And I gotta say, not a hell of a lot in this world that satisfies quite like watching things get utterly squished. I don't know why it's so satisfying, but it is. Especially when you see that, like, what breaks those hydraulic presses more than anything else is stacks, reams of paper. Like, nothing hits right, except for that. And they explode. Did you know paper can explode? Hi there. Okay. So, I need to be ready for this by... Whoa! Doing this, then going this way, going here. No, wait, that's not it. Crap. Crap. Please don't go in. Use. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, what do a hydraulic press TikTok one of these days? I wouldn't recommend going on TikTok, but if you do, oh hey, the altar room. Everything is looking great. Everything is wonderful. Everything is super normal today. This is the altar of the place of a totally hinged person. This is the place where people go to be normal. Let's see. We can just pop this right open, and we can get the stone ring. Hell yeah. Let's see. And we got a knife that she keeps in her bed. Which, honestly, fair. We got blue and green herb, which we don't need. We've actually been doing well. Let's see. Oh, and if we go out this way, I think... Now, the only reason we would stick around is so that we can acquire a flamethrower. I don't really need the flamethrower. Like, I'm going to be honest. So I think what I'm going to do instead is just keep barreling forward. We're done with the courtyard. We're done with the cranks. I forget what the metals are for, but I think, let's see, we'll combine these. I'll grab an ink ribbon. Like, as cool as the flamethrower is, I'm just kind of sitting here like, I have a Magnum. I have a big damn Magnum handgun. A hand cannon. And that's pretty nice. Okay, so now we're going to head back to the mansion with our two metal objects that have been combined for our convenience. We have to grab the one that's on the way into the mansion. We're going to rush down, and I believe there will be some zombies on our path that we don't need to fight, but maybe they'll get in our way, so who knows. Yeah, we'll fight one. Ugh. Man, what if next year I mean, we talked about Parasite Eve, but what if we mixed in some old Alone in the Dark? What if we just got really weird with some vintage survival horror? What if we were all together in the dark? It could happen. We could be one big cuddle puddle playing horror games. Not at all getting scared. Because we're all big and brave. And super good at video games. There's a Twitch streamer I watch, Lobat, who has been doing some really cool runs of Castlevania 1, trying to do 1cc or no-hit runs, which is A, incredible. I could never. But B, it kind of like made me sort of think about like the kinds of Twitch streams I like, because I like GDQ. You know, I like seeing speedrunners. I like seeing people bust a game wide open so hard that they just sort of humiliate anyone who wants to get good at those games. This is a weird way of putting it. And I don't follow a lot of channels of people just experiencing a game for the first time. I don't see a lot of blind playthroughs. I guess mostly because that's sort of... maybe the culture has shifted to being more about, like, seeing the elite skills, seeing people break stuff. So I would love to see more blind playthroughs of games. I would love to see more people trying stuff out for the first time. I know Jenny VTuber does a lot of blind playthroughs. And does a lot of great stuff. I know Rose has done a few things on her channel, and of course Ryan has done a few as well, but I would love to get access to more, especially because I would love to figure out the vibes and figure out, like, what would it look like if I, you know, paid attention to other streamers that did sort of the same thing I'm doing, trying to play as many games as possible, and see what I can learn. I could. Potentially. Be a ton of fun. Okay, so we've gotten all that. Let's go ahead and take a safety save, because we are now heading into the laboratory. I don't think this is a finale. But it might be. And I'm not really sure what to do about that. Let's see. Let's roll our shoulders and get ready. We're going to have the MO disc on hand. We want to make sure that we always have at least one of those. And let's do our best to make this a nice, fairly clean run. I don't think I need the medals of Wolf or Eagle right away, if I need them at all. Let's see if we can make this a finale. We'll try our best. I don't think I can, but also I think I might be able to anyway. So we're gonna power forward. Let's make it happen. I'm going to make use of my map. We're going to take some careful notes. And if we go, you know what? If we go a little over time, I don't think it'll be terrible. Is that a thing? Is that a glint? I don't think so. I think we're good. And then this happened.
Bit of a mess up. Chris, take a piece of the action.
Okay. So... oh, she's getting squiggly. I don't like how squiggly she is. Ma'am, control yourself. You are two ladies. That's a fun little boss. I don't think you can actually kill her, which is great because she didn't do anything wrong. Anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Let's talk to Wesker, who is a perfectly
I'll
normal guy.
investigate this area a little further.
Nice dramatic pause. Whee! Okay. I'm playing the sounds in my head. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna move. We're gonna make it happen. Oh! Okay. So what we need for this is an item box. We need to get the medals. Let's go get the medals. Looney Tunes SFX mod when. Listen, if I can have the proper people vet the mods for me, one thing I would love to do is a blind mod run. Of, like, any of these games. Literally any of them. I think that would be hilarious. But I have to have the right people to vet it. Resident randomizer. Pretty much. Just, like, set it up so that all I have to do is just, like, install it blindly. Don't have to worry about what's in it. And I'm good to go. Where is my item box? There is my item box. Okay, so the Medal of Wolf and Medal of Eagle will be coming with us because that's what's going to allow us to get into the lab. I just need a lot of collaborators on this channel is the thing. There are a lot of things I would love to do. Like, have I talked about some of the shows I would like to run? So I do want to do a blind mod run, but that requires other people to assist me in being blind. I want to do interviews with game devs and Power Wash Simulator interviews where it's literally just like, maybe we'll talk, but mostly we'll be playing Power Wash Simulator. I want to do Cuso Grande kind of stuff. I want to get more involved, and that's kind of difficult because I'm not very good at socializing. One day. I keep continually putting a pin in it because my first goal right now is to make enough that I can pay people. At least certainly more than I can currently pay people. And as soon as that happens, it's over for you sons of bitches. Might not be so repelled by the style of game if the rooms were designed so that characters were generally going the same direction from screen to screen. Yeah, it's something you get used to, and the 2D controls don't help with that. Tank controls are actually the better way to play for the most part when it comes to navigating. But tank controls are also better when you're not playing a game with combat in it. The auto-targeting that they do for this game is definitely handy and kind of greases the wheels a bit, but I agree. The fixed cameras are a huge bummer. It's one of the reasons why I still struggle with, like, a lot of the early Devil May Cries. Because those are also 2D controls. And I get turned around so quick because up and down don't do what they're supposed to do from screen to screen. It's like, it's fine. I'm not offended. But also, give me something else. Give me another way to play. I think that's why I've been appreciative of Resident Evil 2 and 3 having remakes which don't have fixed backgrounds. Because while I really enjoy this remake, and I genuinely really enjoy it, I'm very glad they decided not to do the same thing with 2 and 3. it feels weird to say because I think there's at least some, maybe genuine criticism about making games feel like 2 ammo discs. I've entered hater mode. Want a film director to look at these screen transitions and try not to immediately die. That's fair. I don't know what thought I was trying to have. Maybe I'm good. Maybe I don't need a thought. Head empty. Resident Evil only. But I do like the fact that the remakes that have been coming out have kind of been like, okay, so we got Resident Evil 1 remake, which is a very tried and true old school format. And they made Resident Evil 0, which is a classically styled kind of game. Let's see. Yeah, this will go. But then they made 2 and 3, which use a more modern style based on Resident Evil 4. But they're not like Resident Evil 4 explicitly. They are still very much Resident Evil games, just nice in-between experiences. Now, if I'm not mistaken, yes, this is the exact same thing. Liver, lungs. So the code is still the same as before. John and Ada. So we can actually use the exact same passwords for everything. The only resident in my mind is evil. That's what the Resident Evil is. I figured it out. Oh. Okay. So, we're gonna go down straight. Pop his head off. The better we can, like, land these shots, the better off we'll be. This is a locked door, and I want to put a little lightning bolt, if I can, if my thing will let me. Underground lab? Yeah, there we go. Locked. And another lightning bolt. Hell yeah. Okay, so we're kind of figuring it out. The only thing more evil than the HOA. Oh, God. We're starting to have stories about that. We have an HOA where we live. It's a surprisingly chill one. We actually lucked out pretty well. But they have a fairly tight control on lawn care in terms of, like, yeah, you can let stuff grow a bit. Like, they're not going to, like, bust you for that. But they are going to limit what you can grow. And so there's been a part of us that have been like, maybe we could be nasty. Because we want clover. We want stuff that's, like, nice and easy to grow, that looks nice, is very good, but clover is technically a weed, and they don't like that. So we might have to write some strongly worded letters. And also cover our entire back lawn with clover. All right. We have unlocked a lot of stuff. Hell yeah. Turn the entire lawn into a butterfly garden. Oh, I would. I would. It would be so fun. Okay. Anything else over here? Yes. Oh, I love it. Stun grenade. Yeah. All right. So we got a couple doors we can now access. One on the floor above us and one in the electronic lock room hallway next to the switches where we can drop off an ammo disc. I think I'm getting good at that. I'm kind of proud of myself for that. Okay, let's pop into here. We're going to be using a lot of shotgun ammo in the coming sections. Oh, you know what? Since we can stack up our ammo, let's do so. Take the slide filter? Yes. You'd probably be better off not touching it. God, that's fun. Okay. Click. All right. Unlock that. We've got a new thing here. Reload. Reload. Memories of House of the Dead dancing in my head. Okay, I still need a key. And I believe we get that upstairs. You know what? I'm just going to mark the other keys with a reverse lightning bolt. Just to make it easier on myself. That was a very satisfying skull explosion. It's so good. It's so very nice. I love to blow up brains. I think we can do this. I feel I have gotten some confidence I did not have going into this. We're gonna hold on to this for just a second because I'm going to see if I can. Okay. So we're gonna see a serial number that looks like the same one. Eight, 4, 6, 2. So that frees up some room in our inventory. And that opens up a little side passage. Hell yeah. We have the laboratory key, which will allow us to enter those two doors that we saw that were locked, that weren't the electronic ones. And now we see Kenneth's film where he died. Very unfortunate. Don't love that for him. Accidentally watched it again. Listen, I'm a connoisseur. Yeah, fun fact about those wonderful head explosions. There's something you can do in the original, and it's been like a tried and true thing, that they start diminishing the effectiveness of in later entries. Like starting with Resident Evil 4, you can for the most part, but sometimes you'll get a nice surprise instead. So they've kind of worked their way around to creating a very interesting dynamic with head explosions, which is probably the funniest way I can phrase that. Where you can't consistently go through the whole franchise thinking, oh yeah, just shoot off their heads. A nice surprise. Quotation marks, heavy in the air. Thick, like knife-cut tension. Okay, first up, we're going to go into the central area of B3 for our electric key. This is where we start finding bug boys, which are great and are never a bad time. Actually, you know what? We're going to do one thing real quick. I'm going to use the key in the other door. because this way we can get rid of the key. The door will turn gray, so we always have access to it. And oh, I have to remove this. Interesting. And now we have an extra item slot that we didn't have before. Thanks for coming by, Lindsay. Get some good sleep. Pet your cats for me. Goodbye. Okay, we don't want to go up there yet. I want to see if there's anything in here, but I think it's rusted shut and won't budge. Oh. Ow. He hit me in the ass. How rude. Oh. Let's see. Ooh, another time to use a disc. Flunk. We're making much better use of our inventory this run through. And we got another flash grenade. Hell yeah. Bye. I don't know why that's hilarious to me. Like, your character just snaps around. And it's like, okay, explode time. It's just so good. Okay. Now, I don't remember the order of events for this next section. So, hopefully, I can figure it out as we go. Got a few areas we can go rusted shut, so we'll probably be able to get in there from another direction. Okay, so we need power for that. We have a door here. You gotta eat the monster. You just turn around and boop. It's gone now. Oh, another item room. How handy. Let's grab this. And if there is an item box, which I'm hoping there is, we're gonna make use of it and dump everything that we see here into the bin. Because we don't need it. We just don't need it. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to take a safety save. Because I remember one little thing about what's about to happen. We are going to be running some stuff around that's very sensitive and exploding. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to run the risk of ruining our save because we got exploded real good. And I think that's a fair statement to make, you know? Whomst amongst us wants to be exploded? I know many of us are millennials, and so that answer is complicated. But given the opportunity to be exploded or not exploded, many of us would probably eventually choose, nah, can do without. You know? I think that's a fair statement. Goodbye. Okay, so I think all we need to do, fuel may explode if shaken or jarred. Okay. We'll take the fuel supply capsule. We're good for the moment. Aside from a figurative sense, yeah, sometimes you want to get, like, figuratively exploded, and that's fair. I don't want to be exploded unless I'm getting exploded by a sexy lady. It's like, I think that's a perfectly fair statement, you know? I think that's a statement without qualifiers. I think we all understand. Okay, so we now reach the back room, and we're kind of doing this just to do our principal exploration. Exploration. God, I have not been able to speak as clearly as usual. It's weird. Yeah, so just confirming everything. Wow. Not just any sexy lady, a giant woman. All I want to do is be exploded by a giant woman. If Jill aims a big-ass RPG at my face and says, suck on this, then yes, absolutely, I will suck on that. Thank you very much, Miss Valentine. It's just the way things are, you know? Okay, there's our other disc. Hell yes. Goodbye. I hit him so fast that he stopped having a head during his attack and wasn't really bothered by it. But you know what? Fair. Okay. So we don't have to... Okay, there are two things we do now. We can go to the cell area. All I really want is to have my head go pop by a giant woman. That's good. Let's see. Okay. Into the hallway. To save a friend. How's our health? We're at caution, which is not bad. We're doing okay. Let's crack this open. See if maybe it's some good healing. We're still going good on time. Like, I think we can pull this off without going terribly over. Green herb. Yeah, you know what? Oh. If I'm have to die, I hope I get blown by it. Oh. Phrasing. We want to be exploded. We've got horny crankers in the chat tonight. And that's just fine. Okay, so I'm going to turn this corner. And if I am correct. Yes!
Chris?
We did it!
Jill,
Chris, Wesker's the...
I know.
Oh no.
I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, so we got to have a little scene. We need to remember to go back to her. When the self-destruct sequence goes off, because that is when they are going to open up all the doors. I'm trying to plan out my playthrough as I go. Where is... I think we go through here. We've exploded a lot of heads, so we shouldn't be running into any zombies on the way. So let's go ahead and fill our canister. And then we're going to walk. Nitro compound. Running could result in a fatal explosion. And now we're just going to use the D-pad. The D-pad in this game lets you just automatically walk. And you can hold B to run while you use it. I'm very grateful for that, because I think if they stuck solely to the analog stick, I'd be screwed. Can you imagine walking around with the D-pad on the GameCube for this sort of thing? Because that would terrify me, personally. It's so tiny. Just a tiny little guy of a D-pad. Oh. Anyway. pop into here. We're just gonna go straight down, and we only need to enter the first room. We'll be going to the west side, so to the right of where we start. So down these steps, through the door, and then we'll take a right and then a left. And we'll just deposit things there, and then we can hightail it as much as we want to where we need to go. Which, thank freaking God. And plus, we did so much damage that nothing's gonna attack us right away. Oh, come on. Not working right now because there's no fuel. Yes. And now we can run as much as we want. So I don't think we should be fighting any more bug people, which I'm very grateful for, because those guys freaked me out. But oh my god, we still got, like... So I try to keep my, like, playthroughs of Spotlight games to 2 hours. But I let us play our opening game for as long as we feel like we want to. Which has been really working out. Like, they tend to only last maybe an hour at most. Start it up! And get out of here! Oh, don't you stop. But, yeah, like, I'm fine going over by about 30 minutes. That's about my window that I'm cool with. And with certain games, I might be extending that window. Like, if we ever get the Yakuza 7, I'm going to have to bump up to 3-hour streams just for that game. I might have to do the same for Metal Gear Solid. At least 2.5 hours, because in order to get a substantial amount of stuff done, you gotta stretch a little bit. It's intense. But, oh, you know what? Let's see. What does the room look like? Okay. I know what we're doing. I'm getting my Magnum. Looks like HoloLive is going to make an official VTuber stream of MVS collection. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of interested in that. Oh, of course there is. Of course there's a silhouette. Like, okay. I don't like Konami banking off of franchises they've effectively killed and ruined their relationships with for previous developers, but I also know that Kojima himself would be all in on doing the weirdest stuff. I did enjoy seeing Hideo Kojima retweet Usada Pecора's GS3 LP. Oh yeah, he still is like very much involved in like making sure the fans have a lot of fun. Is very supportive. Like, even though he has bad blood with Konami, he is still going to keep talking about Metal Gear. And pretty much everything he's worked on. I'm, like, really thankful for that. I think a lot of developers would kind of look at that as an opportunity to just be like, you know what? Burn the past. I can't do this. Ooh. Yes, I will take more shotgun shell. Okay, yeah, we can definitely do this. We got this. Oh, so excited. We're making such good time. Hey.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks.
Wow, he just kind of whiffed that one.
Since when, Wesker?
When did you
I
turn?
don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. and stars were umbrellas. No, rather, my little piggies. The tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of stars.
You killed Enrico with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
Dude, do not grab it like that.
Enrico? Yes.
You will break your fingers.
I'm a fair man. I'll destroy all of you stars along with this entire place.
You.
Time for show and tell.
You know better.
Get up.
You strike the wrist, damn it. Here comes the boy. Hello, boy. How are you? Boop.
The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Wesker, you've become senile.
That's hilarious.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Well, that didn't work out well for you. Kind of suffer. Did he suffer that bad a fate with Jill? I forget. I thought Shadow was the ultimate life form. Okay, let's see. And we're good. Neat. Yes, I will take the laboratory key. Hello, boy. Let's see. Key to unlock doors during emergency situations. Oh, hell yeah. Funnily enough, Wesker was canonically born around 1960. So Chris is calling a dude who's under 40 years senile. Yeah, it's a weird word choice given the circumstances. Electronic lock has been released. Okay. I always wonder if that's where Wesker was infected or if he was a eugenics baby because of the third game's plot. I think... Okay, so since we'll be getting into more of these games later, we will get an answer of a kind, but some of it's left a little bit murky. As far as I have ever been able to tell, Wesker is very self-inflicted. Like, all of his business that he's got going on, Wesker is, in essence, a eugenicist. Like, he is into creating the perfect life form. He's into creating the sort of the Ubermensch of a kind. Because he's a baddie. And this is Umbrella, and these are, mad scientists. So I would not doubt that his whole deal involves, like, eventually going, yeah, let's get nasty. And do it to ourselves, for fun. Do you all think we'll ever get a Code Veronica remaster and remake? So funny you should mention, one of the original ideas when RE4 Remake was being developed was, in fact, Code Veronica. There are people at the studio who want to make it. And it was that or 4, and 4 naturally would win out. So if we're going to get one, it's
Jill, sorry I made you wait.
possibly the next remake.
Come.
Let's get out of here.
If not remaster, it's like low possibility, but like I think Code Veronica is the only mainline entry, and it is a mainline entry. It's not a spin-off, even though it's not numbered. It is the only entry that isn't really accessible anymore.
Let's get going.
And I think the Resident Evil team has a keen interest in making sure everything can be accessed in the whole franchise. Oh. Wait, I don't want to go that way. You go away. So yeah, that's my theory. I think they'll probably wind up making another mainline entry. And then... Ow. Dude. Oh my god, I hate this guy so much. Sit down. Yes. So that's my thought. I think it'll happen. I don't think it'll happen soon, but within the next 2 Resident Evil entries, I am of the belief at the moment that Code Veronica will be one of those 2 projects. I would love to be right. I am hoping I'm right. Because that would be really cool. I would love to have a version of Code Veronica that's available to play on modern consoles. At least more easily than Code Veronica X HD. Yeah. See, I don't want a 5 remake. I think they should go the Yakuza route and just be like, you know what? 5 and 6 are accessible. We can't really write those out. Like, it could happen. But, okay, you know what? I actually don't want to grab healing items. I just want to move on. I think we want to Moda. Hi, Jill. Okay, so I think... Yeah. Discard. Ooh, Resident Evil Outbreak. I know a lot of people want. Like, legitimately. Did Jill not come with us? Jill. Baby. Baby girl. My queen. You coming? Okay. You know what? You'll get there. You'll get there. Don't worry. I get it. Let's see. Grab this. We need to keep a slot in our inventory available just in case. Okay, does this also just contain a green herb? But yeah, I would love for Capcom to give me some more information. I would love, like, take your time. Resident Evil Village slaps. I'm very glad that we got what we did. I haven't played the Shadow of Rose expansion, but I'm excited to try it. Yeah, the tank controls are a lot. I would not blame anybody for having difficulty with that one. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use... Grab the fuse. God, we are now at time, and we are hitting the last moment. Oh. We'll get to hang around for a little minute.
I'll take care of them.
But...
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
Okay.
What, no ladies first comment? Fine. Also, if we want to play Code Veronica X, I would love to try and get that started. Legitimately. I think if I do it, I would play the PSX versions of Resident Evil 1 through 3 first. So maybe sometime in the future, we can see about that. Take their time, less Pokemon SVs we see in our lifetimes, the better. As somebody who enjoys Pokemon SV. Capcom deserves to take their time with everything, you know? Because, like, they have the resources. They can do it. They can make it happen. Let game devs take paid vacations. Oh my god, yes. Hey, Jill.
You okay?
Oh. Do we just get to leave? Oh, Rebecca wasn't there. We didn't get the true ending. But you know what? We still did it. We still pulled this off. Oh. I think we might have needed to do something that I wasn't aware of. Yeah, she's probably fine. Tyrant's still going. It's fine. I'll have to look that up. I'll play on my own time. We'll have some fun. But that was Resident Evil. The house didn't even blow up. It was fine. It's great. Oh, I've never done a Chris run. We did explode it with Jill, so I'll take that. But I didn't know anything about the Chris run going in, so I would say the fact that we saved Jill, I'll take that as a win. Because in my first Jill run through, this is actually good karma, I didn't save everyone. So this is actually matching my very first experience, beating Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster. In the future, if we're really interested, I would love to do like a catch-up thing. Like we'll go back to Resident Evil 1 and show that off, but I'll make sure to have like all sorts of stuff so we can just like have a 2-stream special where we will save Rebecca and do a good run. Because I think these last 2 runs have convinced me utterly that I'm going to play Resident Evil 0 and 1 off and on again and again just for the hell of it. Because, you know what? Playing Resident Evil 0 for the first time, beating the Jill campaign all the way through with one, like, getting everything, beating a Chris run for the first time ever, I'm pretty proud of myself. I got as far as I did without looking anything up. I'll take it. Oh, so Rebecca and Jill both would have, like, been fending things off.
Chris, you did a fine job.
That'd be worth it. Oh, so what do we get? We get a closet key, of course. I guess we can save over our first slot now. Yeah. What did we think? This was a ton of fun. I was...
Resident Evil.
I had a lot of fun with this game, and oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so every playthrough I'm doing from here on, we are just going to have the worst outfits. We're just gonna have the worst outfits. Oh, that's so fun. we gotta at least enjoy ourselves. Like, get in the game and look at it.
There are only 3 STARS members left.
This game is one of the platonic
Is
ideals of
everyone all
remake.
right?
Absolutely.
Barry.
More interesting. It was interesting to see the older writing and plot with more modern designs. Yeah. And it's, like, it works. Like, I am genuinely surprised at how well this game still holds up. Like, yeah, there are some wrinkles from the original format that, you know, don't age as well and never will. And that's okay. Because I think preserving a little bit of this and trying to do their best to, like, grease the wheels, so to speak, so that everything feels as good as you can get it, is like that's what I would prefer in this situation. It's good stuff. But yeah, that was that was freaking Resident Evil 1. Oh. So I guess we can talk a little bit about what we're doing next. A, I'm going to be playing this in my off time for the hell of it. B, coming up next in Spook Month Spectacular, which is literally just going to go on for as long as we have these games. Also, good comment, Chris, looking like a basic enemy in Final Fight Streetwise. Love it. So, coming up on Thursday is going to be the Slay the Princess demo. We are getting under the wire for its actual release, which I think is literally a day after. And it's just going to be a one-shot. We're going to do as much as we can in that demo in that amount of time. Because I myself am also very excited for Slay the Princess. After which, we're playing the Resident Evil 2 remake, where be sure to join up because... Hi, Crow. Yeah, I'm sorry. However, hey, guess what? In my wind down, I'll be able to talk about VOD. Available for 60 days after initial airing, completely free for all the raw footage. But in perpetuity, forever, on Twitch and on YouTube as segmented highlights. So if you can't catch the stream live, guess what? You can pick up where you left off, and even better, watch self-contained videos of exactly what you want with none of the extra crap. It's perfect. It's flawless. What more could you possibly want out of life? Now, let's see. When we start Resident Evil 2, we are going to run a poll as we change games from our little coin-op opening curtain. So be sure to come in to decide which character we play first. We're doing two full playthroughs, which technically is 4 playthroughs of Resident Evil 2. You will understand when we get there. It'll be fun. So yeah, at least on Saturday, you are gonna wanna show up a little bit early. And I will be making it possible for bits to be accessible for everything so that we can all just like go completely insane with it. Now, if you want to support the channel outside of that, you can follow and subscribe for exclusive emotes and click the notification bell to know when we go live. Let's see. I think that's everything. Like VODs, we set that up. It's all good. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all for coming. I've been Robin at Andrew Jack without a C and will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. Get hydrated, get vaccinated, get masked up. Be good, be safe, be awesome, and be gone. Bye.